Assalamu alaikum brothers and sisters, I pray that you're well. Now, if you live in the West, you may have seen youngsters dressed up in Halloween costumes going door to door doing trick-or-treat. And you may or may not know this, but the origins of Halloween are deeply rooted in satanic pagan rituals, such as offering a sweet sacrifice to the devil for when the evil spirits come back alive. Essentially, Halloween is shirk on steroids, because it's not a sacrifice to some idols or animals, but it's a sacrifice to the shaitan, the devil himself. And then this evil tradition is packaged in an innocent way to the kids by them doing trick-or-treat, dressing up as devils and witches in veneration and glorification of the devil himself. Like, think about it, wallahi, they're dressing up as devils and witches that do magic and other evil twisted characters. Can we just pause for a second and think about what they're making our kids do? And sadly, just a few miles from the haram in Mecca, the shaitan is being worshipped and venerated by our fellow Muslims partaking in this year's Halloween festival in Saudi Arabia. Now, I am absolutely shocked at what I've seen today, because us as Muslims, we love the land of the Haram, we love Mecca and Medina. You know, us Muslims, we have such an attachment to this land. You know, the innocent Pakistani man, the guy from Indonesia, we all love Mecca and Medina. Look at that, you know, subhanAllah, that the land and the cities of Tawheed, we love them, we love the people of knowledge, we love the people there, we love the Kaaba, we love Medina, Masjid al-Nabawi, Masjid al-Haram, we love all of this. But here we have the progressive Saudi Arabian entertainment authorities allowing for such filth to happen on the lands our Sahaba fought for and died, sacrificing their blood for the sake of Allah, just so that Allah can be worshipped alone. Imagine if the companions and the Prophet ﷺ were alive today to see what is happening on the doorstep of the Haram. And subhanallah, anyone who is sincere, anyone who loves Allah and His Messenger and has ghira for Tawheed and has this hatred for shirk will feel so uncomfortable with what is happening right now. And what's interesting is that majority of the people attending these concerts in Riyadh and these Halloween festivals are young people. Sisters wearing abayas and satanic masks, brothers in, you know, the Saudi Arabian scarf and the thobes, wearing the faces of the devils and horns and all this and that. Subhanallah, man, what is this? Honestly, what is this? This is genuinely confusion of the highest order. And still to this day, there are people who are loyal to Saudi Arabia and will not speak up about this evil. We're not asking you to speak about a rulers or a government. We are simply saying, look, listen, this is evil here. Does your heart not bleed? Does your heart not worry that subhanallah, the land with the Sahaba and the companions and the Prophet ﷺ was born in this land there, that shirk is being venerated and glorified? Look, we're not asking you to speak out against the rulers or topple a government or to start protests. We're not about that, right? But brothers who are sincere and are involved in the da'wah, will you not call out the evil that is being done? What is with this unwavering loyalty to Saudi Arabia? Are we not sincere? Do we not want khair? Should we not be taking lessons from this and seeing the incredible divide from the conservative religious elite and the young people on the ground? How there seems to be no homegrown halal entertainment or connection with young people in hope to draw their hearts closer to Islam, you know, meeting them halfway. It's almost as if you have this massive religious bubble in Mecca and Medina, and the young generation are simply bored, sick and tired of the ultra-conservative religious elite who are comfortable preaching to the converted, and the new generation is left to have an inferiority complex to the West, and all they want to do is live like the kuffar. You know, this should be a lesson to all of us practicing people, especially our Salafi brothers here in the UK, that we cannot live in our comfortable bubbles and separate ourselves from the younger generation who are here in the West. We need to provide halal alternatives, reach out to them and draw their hearts closer to Islam, and be creative and think about ways that we can actually bond with them and mix with them and be with them on the ground. And you know what's funny? Check this out. The number one social media app used in Saudi Arabia is what? It's Snapchat. Why? Because they have disappearing messages on Snapchat, which makes it easy to have secret lovers send inappropriate pictures without them being saved or seen again. And I personally think, you know, this is just my opinion, but the reason that Snapchat is so popular is because the younger generation simply see Islam as a backwards, restrictive culture of their elders and want to secretly live double lives. Yet now they are finding a sense of escapism with all this new entertainment, and it shows due to the large numbers of people that turn up to these concerts and Halloween festivals. Look, let us take a lesson from this. We need to connect with our young people here in the UK and not isolate ourselves in our religious bubbles. We need to make the journey onto the deen easy for them. We need to provide halal alternatives, and if the first thing you're trying to do is connect a non-practicing person who's at -5 to a scholar, it isn't going to work. There's steps involved. You need to meet them halfway, speak their language, come down to their level and elevate them by showing them a better life. And slowly but surely connect them with the people of knowledge once their heart is attached to Islam, inshallah. And I'm just saying this from years of experience with working with young people. Honestly guys, we need to take a lesson from what's happening in Saudi Arabia, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to safeguard us and give us steadfastness upon His deen, and allow us to be sincere in our call to Tawheed and Quran and Sunnah without bias or loyalty to any government or organization. Ya Allah, we ask you to be pleased with us, for we have nobody that can help this generation except you. Ameen. Wallahi, I'm just speaking from the heart here, and I hope that this message resonates with some of you, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.